Come on in because this is festive creations. So that means we're going to get festive. We're going to create, and I'm going to watch your comments over here because I'm actually going to create a video out of this too. So come on in and say, hey, let me know where you're from. As always, I love to hear where you guys are from. Peggy Forbes, Jacksonville, Florida. Let me know if you're here. There's so many of you that I truly enjoy. This is a well, hello, sunshine. I'm going to be doing a wreath kit. It's one of our newest wreath kit releases. It's going to be using 2 rolls of this mesh. It's going to be using 3 rolls of ribbon. Look at this, 2.5 inch, 1.5 inch, and 5/8 inch, all perfectly paired up to go with our sign that we make right here at Festive Creations. And this kit also comes with the wreath frame. So, well, hello. I'm gonna turn on my glue pot over here so it can be roasting, toasting marshmallow, and let me make sure this volume didn't come on. There we go. Okay. Deborah, how are you? Donna, Kentucky is in the house. Thank you, girl. I appreciate you. Hey, Janet. I need to figure out how to put your comments right here on a screen right in front of me so I can see them better, because I'm horrible about it. My eyesight's getting worse. I don't know about you all, but let me get rid of something real quick. Delete comment. There we go. So this is a kit, and we're going to get started right away on there. And I am going to record this in time lapse. Yes, time lapse, because this will also be a short video too. So I will record the live, and there we go. It just does its thing. No matter how long I record it, it's 30 seconds. Yay, me. Come on in and say hey. All right, 2 rolls of mesh and this beautiful sign. As always, I'm going to give you the over shoulder look, so hold on a moment, but let's get started and catch up on a few things. Karen, good afternoon. How the heck are you? Shelbyville, Illinois. I will be down your way this weekend. We're staying at Coon Creek. Did I tell you that already, Donna? That we're camping at Coon Creek this weekend? If you message me later, I can tell you what site we're at. So we're going to have both grandkids. Of course, Emma and Eli will be camping with us. I love that. And this will be their first camping trip with Aunt Stephanie and Uncle Gary. And hey, Julie. Heather Marshall from Maryland. That's awesome. Is only just across a couple of fields from my house. So Donna, send me, Lord have mercy. I don't even know where to tell you to send it to. Send me an email. I always check my email. I may not check anything else, but I always check my email. And I will give you the site number unless, Karen, you will be glad when it's done, trust me. And these days, nowadays, Karen, gallbladder surgery is so simplified. Like when I had mine taken out 20 years ago, maybe even a little bit more, they were just transitioning. They used to take the gallbladder, sorry, squirrel. They used to take the gallbladder out and cut you this way. Can you see me? Yes. They used to go all the way, like from under your ribs all the way here. My incision's about this big. And now they just do the laparoscopy. They just do the puncture thing. So hopefully you will go well with that. Excited to see how this is going to turn out. Brenda, this one is so fun. I love this wreath kit. It's a Hello Sunshine. We just released it this week and or on Friday. I don't remember, but this is a great everyday, but you could easily transition this also into fall. So it's a great summer one. Let me come down here on the table and show you what I'm doing. There we go. Here in Iowa Northeast, getting up to 7. Janet, so I was actually looking at the Doppler we have some friends of ours that also live in Iowa, and I screenshotted it and sent it to her, and I was like, dang, you're getting hammered, because it looked fugly up there. Absolutely fugly. Yes. Hello, Bonnie Walker. Doreen, good to see you. Teresa, what size? So I am going to give you all the details, and that is I'm cutting this 10-inch mesh. We're going to need 18 strips, and I'm cutting these 32 inches long. So we're going to need 18 of them. So what I did is I just laid the 2 rolls of mesh right on top of each other, and I'm cutting them at 32 inches. When I get done, we should have a total of 9 bundles times 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I only need 3 more. Don't be surprised if Emma and Eli don't come home while I'm live today, because I got started a little bit later than what I thought. I try to, when they get home, I like to give them my attention, because, you know, it's always busy when they get home from school. It's like, they got to tell me about their day. Well, actually, I have to drag that out of them. How was your day? What did you do today? But they always, you know, of course, now that it's nice weather, can I go outside? Yes. Calm down, get a drink, get a snack, go to the bathroom. So we have this whole routine. It's happening when they get home from school. I love that. Love that for them. Okay. Oof, just like that. I had an error over on my Mevo, but it doesn't look like it's affecting them. All right, so we're gonna have a little bit of ribbon. How about mesh left over? Hey, Judy, hope you have medicine for Bailey. I saw that, Judy, and I was trying to figure out what time I'm gonna have to medicate her. But yes, I do. For those of you who don't know who Bailey is, that's our border collie who has crazy anxiety during storms. All right, so this, I can't remember what this one's called, but it's PF 1673 if you want to buy just this. Everything that I'm using today comes in a kit, but you can also buy these items separately on the website. Most of the items. I think you cannot get this. The only place you have it is a kit, the 5/8 cent, but you're going to love it. So we're going to use that 15-inch frame and spread that apart. Well, hello, Miss Darla. Hello, hello. Happy Tuesday. Y'all, who else is getting smacked in the face with storms today? Anybody? I know it was headed northeast earlier today. Judy, do you know what time the storms? Donna, what time are we supposed to get hit with them storms? And Donna, if you don't know, contact me at info@festivecreationsbystephanie.com. And I will be happy to tell you which campsite we're at this weekend. They're headed our way. But do you know how long, Judy? Well, you're up north, so it's going to take them longer to get to you. But for me, I didn't look at the Doppler before I went live. Shame on me. Shame on me. All right, so for this, I'll break it down for you. I'm going to use the ruffle method, or the woodland ruffle, and just kind of curl in the edges, a couple of twists, and then I'm going to walk it right up the center and make it into a ruffle, kind of gather it into my fingers. Oh, okay, goodbye. My power just went off on my lights. There we go. It's back. That was weird. And then I'm going to place that right into that twist tie right there. How about that? Jill, God love her, she has actually put a link to this wreath kit down in the comments below. So if you look in the comments, you'll see the this kit. If you click on that link, it'll take you right to this kit. It's going to be a fun one, because this is one of those signs that can take you from summer to fall very easily. It's got the sunflowers in there. It's got the yellow and blues. It's super pretty. All right. And if I miss your comments, please don't hate me. Question, do you cut your twist ties off you're done? I always have one. Other people I follow leave them. So yes, actually, Barb, I always leave them. Always. And I just moved my last wreath. It was, but think about it, Barb. If you're doing a white frame with white mesh, and so cutting them off serves you what purpose? They are the same color as your mesh. But I will also tell you the reason I do not cut them off is because, okay, Judy, thank you so much, is because I have had in the past, no lie, I had a child, it doesn't matter what it is, but this freak accident, a child, I was at a craft show, and I'm going to be real honest with you. It was one of those bratty little kids that mommy wasn't paying attention to. And the child comes up to my wreath and they're yanking on it. And it made the twist tie come untied. And so in order for me to put that back in there, I had nothing to work with because I had cut off the pencil ties. So what I do, even this one, I'm not going to mess with it. My mesh has white in it. But if I ever feel like it's awkward, I will take something like an ink pen and I'll just curl it towards the wreath and make it a part of the design. Where do I buy your signs? I saw the vet animal. Oh, Janet, yes. Jill gave you a link there. She responded there with your link. It's easier just to go to my Etsy shop. If you want to look for nothing but signs, you can go directly to my Etsy shop, which is festivewreathsigns.etsy.com. Or you can go to my website. There's a whole section just for the signs that we make here at Festive Creations. Always, always. But sometimes if you don't want to go through all that muddle. Renee, I've been trying to figure out how to sign up for the monthly wreath kit. Renee, we don't have any openings for the monthly wreath kit. So what we have done is, all right, so I have a story. What we have done though is we've put together a waiting list and we'll email you the next time we have any openings, but I will promise you, unless you are sitting on your email and respond immediately, you're probably not going to get one. I mean, you have to be that quick. I was just talking to Lori Jacobs of, most of you know her as Hardworking Mom. She's a great lady on YouTube. In fact, she's one of the first people I ever watched to learn how to make wreaths. And we were talking about that. She's like, I wish you had more, but they're sold out before I even do my wreath kit. And I was like, I know. And we have to order the supplies so far in advance. We can't get any, can't get extra right now until January. So come January, we'll increase the quantity. But right now, what we have is what we have. Awesome. At first, I thought you should because it made it look polished. But then I get it. It looks nice as it coordinates. I've only been doing this since January, so I'm new. So Barb, the one thing that I love to tell people, especially when you're new, is guess what? There are no rules. Truly, there's no rule book. So I'm going to give you permission to do what feels good to you. If you like it, cut them off. If you don't like it, leave them on. You will learn some of your best lessons by not listening to other people. And I do mean that not in a snarky way, but when I stopped going, oh, wait a minute, how did Terry Lynn Marshall do that one? Or how did Julie Samatko make her bow? I stopped. I literally had to stop watching and just create. And once I did that, now mind you, I had to watch and get experience and, you know, knowledge and tips and tricks and things like that. But go with your gut. And then if you don't like it, next time you'll do it different. But I'm going to give you permission to do what feels best to you. And I promise you cannot go wrong because there are no rule books. Now, do I have personal preferences? Heck yeah. One time I went to a vendor show right after I started making wreaths. And I love to do grapevines. I wish I could find somebody locally that I could buy grapevines from. But I saw this one lady in Mount Zion. She was set up at the vendor show over there, and she had a ton of grapevine wreaths. And, you know, of course, I'm a cheerleader. I love to promote other people, and I want to come check them out, you know, and not because I'm trying to be nosy, but because I want to learn, right? Oh, I didn't stick around very long because I could not see past all the glue. So on her booth, on all of her grapevines, all you saw was big globs of glue and big strings of glue. And it was like, okay, I'm leaving now. I'm going back to my little happy little space because I couldn't see past it. You'll find your happy spot. You'll find the things that you are okay with and things that you absolutely are not okay with. I have to redo this one. I'm doing because it looks horrible as they're purple and they just look stubby now. See, and now if you cut them off, you can't reuse it. I mean, it's almost impossible to retie them after you cut them off. So, bless your heart. Bless your heart. Yep, I'm giving you permission. What is your mesh cut at? Beautiful. Oh, Betty Jean. So this is cut at 32 inches. I'm using 2 rolls. The mesh is actually a burgundy and white vertical stripe. If you want, I'll give you the number, the SKU number on it. It is right there. If you want to take a screenshot, and then I'll read it out to you. It's RE8903XR. And I'll repeat that. RE8903XR. Because we do have some of that also available in stock. Sometimes our supplies for our kits are purchased only for the kits, and that's the only way you can get them. But this is not one of those. This mesh is not one of those. I think one of the ribbon that I'm using today is only for the wreath kit. We don't have it stock. Hey, Delaware's in the house. Lori, I'm so glad. Margaret Baker, hey friend. Margaret, I am so sad I cannot see you next month. Give everybody hugs for me, please, 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 please. But please know that we are going to be having a great summer with the kids, with the children. So Lori, yeah, I've actually, since we've gained custody of our great niece and nephew, I've really had to scale back my time online. And so I'm trying to be, you know, I try to do as much as I can and keep that balance. And we're almost there. We're almost to a nice little balance. But I used to go live a lot more often. I realized that. I used to go live of an evening. I really cannot do that because it's just too hard to manage them unless Gary's home and then he's got things he needs to get done. So it's okay. We're transitioning. I was just talking to Lori Jacobs of Hardworking Mom, and she said the same thing, that she's just now getting levelized from a big life shift for her and Her mom's doing so much better. I didn't realize until today that she also homeschooled her children. One's just graduated this year, so she's down to, she has 2 boys. Hot Tampa, Florida. Marilyn, bless her heart. But Lori has 2 boys, and one of them was a senior this year, just graduated. The other one's a junior, so he's got 1 more year. She's got 1 more year of tutoring. And I said, oh my goodness, I don't know how she was doing it between, you know, helping, taking care of her mom, who has been really unstable, sickly, and, you know, running her business and tutoring, homeschooling, not tutoring, homeschooling her boys. That girl, she's got a mess. Ed, Sharon, okay, thank you, bless your heart. Jill, will you write me a note to contact Ed Dixon, aka Sharon Dixon, about grapevines? Margaret, I saw that you posted that you made it to Washington, but I didn't understand. I'm truly out of the loop on so much. Hang on a second, I gotta bring this closer because I'm missing comments and I'm sad about that. You want fast shipping, placed an order on this morning in exactly 12 minutes. Heather was on top of it. So we got all of the, you know, Tammy, bless your heart. Thank you so much. So, yes. So once we get through the rush of the weekend orders, like on the weekdays, we're able to stay on top of them. We don't always ship that fast, but we usually get it out the next day. But I think your order came in just at the right time. She had not finished packing yet for the day. So she's like, I'll just grab Tammy's order and throw it in there. Oh, Jill, yes. So, remind me, write me a note to contact Ed Dixon on Facebook, that's actually Sharon Dixon, about getting some grapevine wreaths. That's what I was, thank you for asking. Val, it's hard juggling a full-time job and having custody of my 14-year-old grandson. I've had him for 10 great years. What do we have yes, we do. And I would not have it any other way. But managing and juggling, like you said, it's just rearranging everything. And then changing the way you cook, right? So the doctor, y'all, it's really kind of sad because Emma and Eli, neither one were getting the routine medical care that most children do. I'm trying to put that soft, politely. We love our niece dearly, but she was not, they weren't being seen by doctors ever. I'm just gonna put it that way. And so Emma, God love her, she is a very, very picky eater. And I don't know how she got to be that way because I know her grandpa and they lived with her grandpa, but she's a very picky eater. And when I took her, so I finally got her in for a physical, and the doctor said she's malnourished. He's like, you see those dark circles under her eyes? That's from the malnutrition. And so we had a long discussion with her, and the doctor told her, and she's really short, but her mommy and daddy's really short, but the doctor told her, if you want to grow taller, you have to eat at least 5 fruits and vegetables a day. And she gasped because this girl eats no fruits, no veggies. None. So this has been a challenge. And so once he said that, because she wants to be taller, once he said that, we really started working on it. And my son, he's like, Mom, try these go-go whatever at the store. They're pouches. I'm like, I'll try anything. So I went and got some of them at Sam's Club, and both Emma and Eli like them. And so now we are eating those, and we're really zoning in. Gary and I have had to change the way we eat because they have to eat healthier. I mean, it's not going to hurt us to eat healthier either, right? So we have to change the way we eat. 5'4", Carol, and 85. Copy over and out, boss. Thanks, Jill. Tammy, I'm telling you. All right, so this is the sign that comes with this kit. It really brings out that burgundy tone in this sign. But, you know, when you stop and look at all the things that we're going to be adding to this wreath kit, it's going to be a lot of fun. So let's add, I like to add a cable timeout to the back of them to attach my signs. Some people will use wire cutters or a jewelry hole punch and cut holes. And I'm just not a big fan of the wires showing. So I use these cable timeouts. And if you are in an area where the humidity might cause havoc, you can also go around the little square mounts with hot glue. So we're going to actually just add our cable timeouts, and then we're going to add some pipe cleaners. Is it me or... Okay, there we go. Where's my comments? There they are. All right, Vanessa, hello, girl. How are you? Did you work today, girl? Okay. Let's grab some pipe cleaners. I need to bring some more white down here. We sell pipe cleaners at the shop, and I keep forgetting to bring some home with me. So we're going to use 3 white ones and a red one. How's that sound? Because that's the end of my whites. Let's see if I do that. Let's do this way. All right, perfect. Nancy, happy Tuesday. How are you, ladies? I love it. I love it. I'm glad you guys were able to stop by and see what's happening over here. Well, hello, sunshine. That's what our sign says for this wreath kit. And I actually wanted to do something fall today, but I wanted to wait until we get this next batch of wreath kits released this week. We release new wreath kits every week. And but like Jill and Heather said, this one is so perfect to transition into either one. Doing good, no work. I'm at the beach making memories with my daughter. Oh, Vanessa, bless your heart. You deserve it. You deserve to be right there. Right there. I think I'm missing a twist tie. Hang on a second. Yep, right there. I looked down and I still have one more piece of mesh on the floor, and I said, that doesn't work. So let's do one more twist tie. These are cut at 32 inches. If you guys are just joining with this wreath kit, you get 2 rolls of mesh, and I cut these at 32 inches. And we put one ruffle in each twist tie. So the frame that comes with this kit has 18 twist ties. So we have one for each. Let me grab my water real quick, y'all. It's across the room, so let me grab it real quick. I went from teaching on a friend of mine's business page today. So I'm also a business coach, so we were doing some business lessons, and I left my water over there. Shame on me. All right, so Nancy, you were at the beach earlier? Yes, awesome. I'm jealous, I'm jealous. Okay, here's our sign. We've got the twist ties added to the back of it. Yes, I have a red one just because I ran out of white. But we're going to let that kind of cure a little bit. Let's look at the ribbon that comes with this. So this ribbon, you're going to get all 3 rolls of this ribbon. just like you see here. And we're going to start off with this 2.5 inch. I believe it's a dark yellow is what it's called. And we have a 1.5 inch clover green and white stripes, kind of like some railroad stripes. Then we have this 5/8 inch wired open weave to go right in there. And look at how pretty those look with our sign. Aren't those pretty? So let's get busy. And first of all, we are going to add some of our yellow, and we're going to make ribbon tails out of it. So this yellow is going to be made into ribbon tails. We're going to cut 12-inch tails using my ribbon tail board. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. No, go back, Stephanie. I only need 18. I just thought I was going to be making all kinds of it. All right, let me count these to make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That computes perfectly. So we're going to do 12-inch ribbon tails. And Diana, Central Florida, is it hot and nasty there too? Somebody else was told me it's hot and humid in Florida today, which wouldn't surprise me. I just now turned on my air conditioner this week. So we had it off on Sunday for the graduation, for our godchildren's graduation. And that was, and then Monday I had to turn it on. It got up to 90 on Monday. It's really been gorgeous. So I'm not sad that I didn't have to turn on my air conditioner until just this week. Not sad about it at all. Okay, there we go. Texas too. Oh no, that's not surprising. Diana said hot, 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 hot. May, hey May, I tell you, I snapshotted your wreath that you made with our sign. You had a wreath that you made with our patriotic cross, that wooden cross. I loved that. So I'm going to probably post your picture of your finished wreath because it was so pretty. You did such a great job of designing using one of our signs. You're awesome. In Florida, it's always hot and humid. Oh, yeah, it was Marilyn. You were the one who said that earlier, weren't you? I don't know, Marilyn. I can remember traveling to Florida with a friend of mine back in, oh gosh, Jill was just a baby, not a baby, but she was younger. She was a teenager maybe. Hang on, we drove from Illinois. We stayed overnight in Jacksonville, Florida, but we slept outside. We brought a tent. We tent camped in Jacksonville in June, and holy macaroni. It's a good thing we had below zero sleeping bags because it got colder as Blitzen that year. And I'm trying to think, it was because we went to Walt Disney World. It was an anniversary year. Was it their 100th? Walt Disney's, I don't remember. Okay, Jill was born in 91. It was 2001. That's what it was. Yep. It was cold as craziness. I think, yeah. We were all trying to stay warm in that tent, let me tell you. All of us. Okay. I'm actually going to take a piece of this 5/8 inch and I'm going to try something I saw in a cartoon once. No, I'm just kidding. And I think we're going to stack these. So what I'm going to do is take one of the 2.5 inch, fold it in half, give it a pleat and put this right on top of it. And this is going to go right into our little twist tie. And voila, now we have our first little bow there. Isn't that fun with that 5/8 inch? So I feel like it's really going to pull some of those colors out of here, and our clover green will be used mostly in our bow. So let's do that. I cut this at 22 inches. And I just kind of fold that into a breast cancer awareness ribbon. Make it into a bow. I may not even need 22 inches, but let's see. Make it into like a little bow tie bow. Pinch it in the middle. I should have already had that folded in half, but that's okay. And we're going to go all the way around the outer edge to begin with. How fun. Set that up there. All right, we're just going to continue to do that. All the way around. I think I'm going to cut this one a little bit shorter though. I don't think I need 22 inches. Let's try 20 inches and see. Yeah, I think I'm going to like 20 inches better. Yes, yes, yes. Why? There we go. Okay. And one in each twist tie on the outer rim. Okay. Yeah, I'm kind of liking it, Diana. 20. That 5/8 inch open weave, it is wired. And it gives it that really feminine look, I think, to it. Now, you know, sometimes when I feel like I'm going to run short on ribbon, I don't always put a ribbon tails under my sign because they end up getting covered up anyway, but that's going to be a personal choice. And it depends on the project too. Anybody else ever do that? Like eliminate the ones that are underneath the sign where we place our sign. Now, if I don't have a sign, obviously, every one of my ribbon tails, and there's sometimes I don't use ribbon tails at all. But don't forget, this also comes with this beautiful greenery, which will also pull out that green out of that sign. Okay. How are we doing on time? Oh, the little villains will be home in about 20 minutes. I'll be close. It'll be close, but they'll be good. Emma has, we had to get Emma a tutor when she first came to us. When she first came to us, she was in 4th grade, but she was reading at a kindergarten level. So I worked with the school when we transferred her to our school. I worked with the school and we actually put her in a 3rd grade classroom, still 4th grade on paper, but 3rd grade classroom, to help her catch up and close the gap with her. So what happened is when she was at home with mom during COVID, they got no schooling whatsoever. Well, that was her, well, Eli wouldn't have qualified, but that was her kindergarten year. And so she missed that whole year. And was it kindergarten or 1st grade? Hang on. COVID was 2020. She's in the 4th grade on paper, 4th grade now. So would that have been 1st grade for her? But she missed the reading. She missed the basics on how to read. And they kept moving her, the school she was in, kept moving her forward and not getting her to where she needs to be. I'll tell you what, you know, and it was hard for me because it's like she's 9 years old, and I'm wanting to be, you know, a good role model for her, bless her heart, for both of them. And you know, she's like, "Can I help in the kitchen?" Well, sure, you know, you got to let them help out in the kitchen. And I was like, "Okay, tell me, what does a package say?" OMG, that was my big eye opener, is she could not read any of the directions, any. And this was, you know, right after, this was before her mom passed away. So we weren't guardians yet, but as soon as we became guardians, my neighbor has just retired, and she used to teach for over 40 years. She actually taught academically challenged children, you know, that maybe had some mental disabilities. And so she's really good with kids. And I contacted her and I said, "Do you know who could help me out?" And she said, "Well, I can." She said, "But I'm expensive." It's like, who isn't? So all year, ever since we've had them, we've been paying $30 an hour for a tutor. And the school, of course, is doing extra things with her, and it's just amazing how much she's blossomed. She's not anywhere near where she needs to be, but I plan on, you know, working with her over the summer with reading, and we're going to put her in 4th grade. So if that makes sense to y'all, she was in 4th grade, but when we brought her to our school, we put her in 3rd grade automatically. So it would not be it wouldn't be embarrassing for her, because nobody here really knows that she was supposed to be in 4th grade. So she's just moving right up the chain with all the people that she went to school with. Not skipping a beat. I love that for her. Oh, Debbie, yes, the open weave was in the monthly wreath kit. I do too. Yes. Oh, wait till you see June's wreath kit of the month. OMG. We are so excited. And yeah, I'm telling you, you are going to love, love, love it. All right, let me cut a few more of these. I'm not sure how far. Do these at 20 inches. 3, I need 8 more, but I could get by with 7 if I needed to. 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Oh, yep, that's all I'm going to get. That one's going to be a little short, so I'm just going to wait. Okay, perfect. Yay. Debbie, you're... It is exciting, trust me. We're excited. It still has some summer tones to it, but it's an all year round thing. And I think it's going to be a great, great seller. Every now and then we knock them out of the park. I feel like, well, I try to always go above and beyond for the Wreath Kit of the month. I will tell you, last month's Wreath Kit retailed for $76. Joe's like, Mom, do you know how much this Wreath Kit costs? I'm like, girl, just ship it out. Just ship it. Okay, we're gonna go round. Thank you, May. Yeah, we actually have this. Are you talking about the mesh that I'm using today? Because this mesh is actually available on our website. You can get it besides in the Wreath Kit. Sometimes we have products like this ribbon, this blue open weave ribbon that's only available in the Wreath Kit. But the mesh, I know for sure we have more of it. And then this weekend is camping. It's the launch of the camping season for us. So I have to get down there tomorrow and get the camper opened up and freshened up. And, you know, it's been sitting all winter. Get it cleaned out, get the refrigerator on, water hooked up, filled up, you know, all that fun stuff. It might be a little work up front, but I love in the end. So we've got a 3-day campsite reserved. Okay, so definitely on this one, you want to use 20 inches if you decide to do it this way, because I am going to be one short. But what I'm going to do, I cut too many of these, that's okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put my sign right on top of that. So you won't even know that it's missing the blue one because the sign is going to sit right here on top. So we're just going to camouflage it a little bit, right? And actually, let's do it. No, this way. Camouflage that red pipe cleaner too, because I ran out of white and I have not brought more home. All right, so when you feed this, when you go to attach your sign, you want to, of course, make sure that your pipe cleaner or whatever it is you're using is going through the mesh. You never want to like push the mesh aside and separate it, because what it will do is it'll cause gaping holes in your mesh and it will permanently stay that way. So just feed the pipe cleaner down through the mesh. Is all you need to do. Sometimes you get a lot of mesh going on. Meshing around, yes. Keep going. This one's really thick in here, so. Perfect. I think I just heard, nope, I didn't. Thought I heard a school bus. There we go. All right, one more. Look at how fun that is. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn this over and we're going to attach our sign. I always try to find one of these cross wires if I can and connect it to one of those to keep it from shifting up or down. Just to kind of help anchor it a little bit better. And again, I don't cut these off until I make sure that my sign is in a great position. I don't want to pull these so tight that it just flattens out my wreath. So I just want it on there so that it's secure. That's all. I don't need it smushing down all the mesh and things. And there we go. All right, that's perfect. But let's take this guy and let's hang him right here behind me. And we're going to pull out the bow maker. So for this one, I'm going to be using the Easy Bow Maker. I'm going to be adding some of our greenery right into the bow. So to do that, I'm going to cut some of this off. So this greenery comes with your wreath kit. I'm going to cut a couple of those off right now, and then we're going to integrate some around the perimeter of the wreath as well. I do have my glue pot on over here. It's all heated up. Ooh, there we go. So Carrie, we don't have any open subscriptions. You can join the waiting list. As I was mentioning to someone earlier, though, we'll send out an email if there's when there's openings, but they go fast. Like if you see the email come across your mailbox, you better go sign up right then and there. Do not wait. Do not pass go. All the fun things. So I'm going to give this actually a nice little tail, about 20 inches. I'm going to bring that in here, give it a little twist. I'm going to do a 6-inch loop over here, a 6-inch loop over here, a twist, and now I'm going to do a 5-inch loop here, a 5-inch loop here, and this time I don't need to twist it. I'm just going to bring it straight out and give that guy a little cut. All right, before I add my next ribbon, I'm going to place one of these right in here. And I'm also going to place one this direction. Now we'll take our 1.5-inch clover green and we're going to start integrating that. It came unrolled here. Okay, there we go. So I'm also going to give it a long tail, about 20 inches. Push that all the way down. Now when I add greenery in here, I do use a zip tie. So this time it's going to be a 4-inch loop over here, a 4-inch loop here, and we're going to do 2 of these at 4 inches. Then we're going to come right back and we're going to do a really short loop. So this will be used to camouflage our zip tie. So I'm going to put about 1.5 inches of a loop right here and bring this tail out this way. So everything's going to be facing down. And let me cut that guy off. And let's, oops, didn't mean to do that. Let's grab a zip tie. And then I'll also need either a pipe cleaner or a piece of floral wire to add behind the zip tie so we can attach it to our frame. So I'm going to cut about I don't know, 20 inches of floral wire. I probably don't need that much, but I always rather have more than not enough. I'm going to take that zip tie, go right underneath here, and this is using our Easy Bow Maker. Right underneath that ribbon. Come out the other side. So I'm lining up that zip tie right on the other side of the dowel rods here. And I'm using a zip tie for sure because I want this greenery to be very well anchored. Let me go ahead and lift this off. Oops, see, and I missed this. I missed this one. Oh, totally, man. Let me try that again. We can't miss our little feller over here. Let's get your tail over there. That time, yes. Now we can lift him off. And I will turn it over and slide that piece of extra wire in there. And that's the piece that we're going to use to attach to the frame. Now I can tighten down my zip tie. And of course you want to make sure that your ribbon didn't shift anywhere in there, that it's all still laying nice and neat. And tight and clip. There we go. Then if you take that little loop, spread it apart, that's going to cover up that zip tie. We'll straighten out the rest of our ribbon here in just a moment after we attach this to our wreath. This we can get rid of. So using the long tails and all, we're going to attach this right on top of our wreath. We don't want to put it right on top of this twist tie because it'll suck our bow in. So we're going to go just right above that a little bit. Boom and boom. Before I tighten it down, I want to make sure everything's facing the right direction. And yes, okay, now I can pull that a little taut. And again, I don't want to pull it so far down that it's like being sucked in like a, what's that plant? There's a plant that like sucks you in. Not a Venus flytrap. That's not what I'm thinking of. I don't know what it is. Don't ask me. Hey, Miss Nana's Treasures. Is your, oh yeah, I already answered Carrie. Yay, okay. Good deal. Okay, let's straighten out our bow a little. So I wanted, where's our other end? There we go. I wanted this bow to be more vertical, right? Vertical, this way, than horizontal, yes. Because now we are going to go back in. We still have all of this other greenery. And now we're going to start adding the rest of this greenery. That's where the glue pot comes in. But I will tell you that so I want to use this end. I want to grab some of that twist tie right there and some glue. So anywhere I can find a twist tie, and then use it, but try to always grab a zip tie and not rely solely on glue. That could be a catastrophe if the glue ever decided to get too hot and melt away. So I put glue on the end, I wiggle it into my mesh, and then I'll take one of those twist ties and add a little bit of twist to that. And there we go. So now it kind of flowing that way. And we're going to kind of do the same thing as we go around here. I'm going to probably add one right in this area underneath. One in here. one in this area. And this one's probably gonna go right behind, like right in here. Okay. So I want it to kind of flow around, but I want this one to almost be touching the sign or barely touching the sign. I want it to be holding hands, not right on top of each other like a married couple. So what I mean by that is we don't want it so hot and heavy there that that's obstructing. We want it to just kind of barely be touching the sign. But from a visual perspective, it connects the whole design together. And next. Glue, wiggle it into that mesh, and then use the twist tie to secure it. We're going to do the same thing up here. I hear a child. I hear children. Hi, Bailey Boo. What is it, Bailey Boo? Are the kids home? Bailey's all excited. She's like, finally, somebody will pay attention to me. Roll that up a little bit. Hello? I'm telling you, I'll put one of them up for adoption. I wonder which one came in. And we've got one more to attach back here. I can, if you've got a pen and paper, I can give it to you right now. Or if you go to my website, it's down at the bottom of the website. It's 698 Harristown Road, and that's all one word, Harris, Harris, Town, Town, all one word, Road, Niantic, 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 Illinois, 62551. And if you didn't catch all that, you can go back and slide up to the 59-minute mark on this video, and I'll repeat it for you. 698 Harristown Road, Niantic, Illinois. All right, friends, let's look. Let's look. Okay, I'm not sad at all. I am not sad. I've got to get the glare off of it. Yes. Let me see. Nope. Glare, glare, glare. There, there, there. Look at that. How stinking fun is that? I love it. Absolutely love it. Brenda, thank you. I love the color choices. I love the greenery in there. I think the greenery just kind of set it completely off and made that, okay, I was already there, made that really blend it all together. Super fun. Hello, sunshine. Hello, Miss Emma. Is Eli here? Okay. All right. All right, friends. Here, come here. Say hi to our friends, and then we'll get you ready for tutoring. Right up there.
There?
Up there. Say hi.
Hello.
All right. We're going to snack. Did you have a snack?
Not yet.
All right,
But
let's
I
get
did lay out my papers.
All right, I love that. Let's get you a fruit, snack, tutoring, and thanks guys for hanging out with me. I will see you next time. Have a good one. End.